Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Path Trading Partners along with Bob Iacchino. So, still holding below, so we had this prior key support shelf. We pushed down below this most recent swing low, 86.93 yesterday, then drifted sideways, tried to spike through the rotation zone, but that didn't hold. Coming down really close to our 85.70 level before moving back into the rotation zone. So still below this prior support, becoming resistant shelf. If we get a close above about 88.25, then we'll start watching for a possible move back to about 89.50 area. And then above that, we'd be watching for that 9,000 area. On a turn lower, if the rotation zone does hold, then we'd be watching for a return to this 85.70, then 84.58. No point in updating these levels yet because we only hit the first one and the second one has not been hit yet. It's really not been doing much. Very boring move you see here. I mean, we've been slightly moving down to retrace some of this big up move at the end of October, but nothing really substantial yet. Where it looks like we might get the first cross the rotation zone. So on a daily basis, this 89.50 is going to be very key. That's the level you're going to watch for on a daily basis. If we get a close above there and we don't get the first cross, then it's back in bullish mode. If we do get the first cross, we're in neutral to slightly bearish mode then. Much stronger volume today, but not a lot of substantial price movement. Switching over to Ethereum. Ethereum still caught between our two key gain levels, 187.41, 181.87. You can see testing both sides of it. And you'll see this a lot. So this is why you leave these levels on here. So you see how it's rotating between these levels. So over here, dipped below that one slightly, but then came back up, tested, held this other one, moved up to this prior 12.5%, came back down to the 25%, dropped back down to 37.5%, went back to 25%, went back to 12%. So you can see how it's trading, and then most recently has tested both sides. So you'll see that a lot in consolidation. So you can use those for some short-term plays. That's why we teach these 12.5 level increments. And they're not levels of stopping, but you see if you're positioning for reversal patterns around there or positioning orders around there, how it can be beneficial if you're more of a short-term trader. So on a closing basis, 187.41 to close above that. We watch for 192.95. If we start drifting back down, key support 181.87. If we did drift below that, we'd be watching for the return to the 176.34 to 177.75 area. Looking at the daily chart for Ethereum, again, this has not done much. I mean, we've talked about this multiple times. We've had a couple breakouts from this range, but it keeps snapping right back in. And right now, we're square in the middle of the range. All the moving averages are just flat and of no help. Our rotation zone on the daily basis. So we're just going to keep keying off the key levels and waiting for it to break either higher or lower out of this range. Otherwise, it's just range bound, and the only thing you can do is, if you're an active trader, as I said before, trade the range. We're not advising anybody do that, and this is for educational purposes only. And with that being said, we'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.